What's up, gamers? Welcome to episode 14 of Business Casual Gamers Retro Rerun. I am Chris Smoke, and today we are playing another Konami favorite for the Super Nintendo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the best two-player games out there, and unfortunately, I don't have Aaron with me today, but we're going to be doing a solo run of Contra 3. This is an amazing game, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get right into it, okay? So, here we go. The thing about Contra 3 is that basically there are a couple things you need to be able to do. You need to be able to run, jump, and shoot. That's really it. And of course, pick up a couple of these awesome weapons. Now, the thing about the Contra 3 that I really enjoy, the one on the Super Nintendo as opposed to others, is that it really has a different feel for it. There's a little bit more action on things. You get to hold two different weapons as opposed to one. I know I'm a little bit of a boring guy. I pick spread, and I love it. But there are good ways where you can actually come up with some much more interesting attacks or much more interesting weapon choices as you move through the game. And I really enjoy that. I like that they've been able to do that for us. All right, here we go. The enemies keep coming, and you always love this in games where you get a cool tank, some sort of a vehicle early on in the very first level. It's just awesome. Now, the cool part about this game is they really went all out with respect to like coming in with all sorts of different weapons, different types of levels and things like that. You'll see a whole bunch of levels throughout this this playthrough here. It's going to be pretty quick, but that's the thing. The game itself is actually pretty quick, so I think you'll really enjoy it if you haven't played it. So we're heading up here. We're going to pick up our laser. Laser is a really good weapon. You just kind of have to know how to use it. Apparently, I don't know how to use it. I set that up perfectly, didn't I? So here we go. Did I mention it's been a long time since I played this game? We always try to make sure that we do this. I don't want to go practice this game. Only a couple games that I'll do this with when I speed run. But look, you got to pose when these things happen here. Pose! Yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. Everything's on fire. It's all over. And you can climb. See, this is what was so cool about the day. Remember, back in the day, you couldn't just do these kinds of things. You couldn't just climb and hang on to these kinds of things. It was a really interesting thing to have happen back in this year. And I already game overed. It's actually a pretty difficult game, believe it or not. As you can tell, I'll do better this time. So here we go. We're going to start over with our pose here. Like I said, I don't practice these games. It's probably been 10 years since I've played this, and that's what makes it an interesting retro rerun for everyone. You get to see how awful I am. So here we go. We've got to get across this. Got to miss this guy. Oh, no. But it's pretty unrelenting, right? I don't think you can kill that. I can just go ahead and just die. Anyway, let's keep moving here. It is an unrelenting game, to be sure. But it's really fun. And, of course, you got to do some poses. Ho! There you go. And the fire goes away. Magically. Again, that is the magic of Contra. Here we go. I always thought the turtle was a little bit awkward. They're trying to do some big sprites here, and it just seems weird. I'm going to throw my bomb. Just kind of get this bomb rolling here. And he's toast. And you got to pose again. Critical to pose in this game. Just like you see right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're still doing some more. Now, the cool part is they switch out. Contra is known for these kinds of things where you're going to switch out the side-scrolling to the top-down or to a kind of a front-back motion in Contra 1. Now, I get to choose my deployment point here. I'm sure there's a better way to choose it, but for me, you're going to have to hit all these anyway, so let's just get going. Now, let's see what we can do. Got heat-seeking. There we go. Oh, not the right way here. Here we go. We want to not die like that. It's actually a little hard to find some of those things. You can see it in the ground, but I'm just terrible, so... Get rid of that. Flip around. Set off some of these bombs. Whoa! And that might be close to being it here. Let's see. Can I at least get through the end of level 2? I mean, come on, seriously. We got respawns. Here we go. Whoa, you can duck. I forgot how to duck. You don't want to... Let's just pop that guy off here. We don't want that happening here. We want to come around the edge here, see if we can sneak up on him. Come on, buddy. I think it's right here. There it is. I remember it being a little bit easier back in the day. I don't know why it's hard for me to find those things now. There we go. There we go. And get the spread. Now the cool part. Where's the boss? Oh, no. There he is. Well, I should be going the other way, actually. I got to get to the other side of him, but I can kill these. I can destroy parts of this stuff. I'm going to do that, see if I can make it a little easier for me. There we go. And then, pose with the shot. You can certainly do that, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good, good game. Pose number 2. It's almost like we're playing a weird version of Rambo Cross Bad Dudes. I don't know. Okay. Back to the side-scrolling action. We got to get flame. Here we go. This is a good one. I remember always using it. It's a little bit difficult to get used to sometimes because it's just a single, unmoving flame. Sounds like a good idea. Can be a little challenging to work with, honestly. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well. Here we go. And we just need to try not to die here. This is actually going to be very hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This stuff is ridiculous. I think it continues to spawn. Just got to keep going. Do you stop and shoot or do you keep moving? I don't know. I gotta go watch a speed run here. These guys pick you up and they make your life miserable. Let's see if we can make it. Oh no! Oh. Okay. We've got a couple more minutes. We're going to do this one more time. I think we can continue. Here we go. 3 more left. We got this. We got this. We're going to at least get through this level, then we're going to call it, I think. Okay. I'm going to start... I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know. You think it's easy, and I'm sure to many of you it is, and that's the end. Oh, God, why? Okay, we're going to do it again. We're going to focus this time. We're going to focus. I'm going to get quiet. We're going to focus. Here we go. It's weird here because the one-hit nature of this game is just absolutely crazy, and Konami really knows where to put stuff to make it absolutely horrible for you to actually survive. All right, here we go. This is where the fire would really do well. I'm just going to see if I can roll through this. I'm sure there's some sort of cool tactic. Okay, here we go. Now, this is unique design in my mind. We can grab here. We have to destroy this thing, but we also have to fight around this weird spinning stuff that happens. And I just need to die again. Okay, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is Contra 3. Isn't it sad how so many of these retro reruns end up me dying? Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. Please go out and play it. Pick it up. You could do better than me. You just got to play it a little bit more often, I think. Awesome game. Awesome game. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please follow us on Twitter. Give us some comments on these things. Let me know if you think you like my comic relief or if you just like watching me lose. Keep in touch with us. Next Retro Rerun coming in a couple more weeks. I'll have Aaron with me at that time, I think, so it'll be really fun. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.